EnKoreMakeup.
What?
What are you reading?
Da Vinci Code.
What is it about?
You'll never understand what it's about.
I was just interested what you're doing, I'm just...
What did we talk about when I'm reading?
I know. No talking. I guess I'll better read something too. I can read,
Good. Read something.
Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh my god, this is such a great book. It seems like the characters just pop out of the pages. Hey everyone, welcome to EnKoreMakeup
And EnKorinne.
and today EnKorinne and I are actually going to collaborate on a project, and it's going to be called Book of Colors, and EnKorinne wanted to name it EnKorinne in Flowerland, so keep watching.
Hey everyone. It's Corin. And you're watching EnKoreMakeup. Blend, blend, blend.
Hi, Corinne. Stop using my lipstick.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So this collaboration that EnKorinne and I are doing are going to be so much fun, and it's going to be so appropriate for any occasion really, but with Valentine's coming, it's going to be great. We're doing a lot of roses, so it's going to be exciting. But you can pretty much do this at any occasion. Easter, it's great, colorful stuff, pretty much any occasion really. So to start with, I'm actually doing the hard part, which is doing the pop-up part, right? And you can Google or search online as to how to make a simple pop-up card. You can do that. But the one I'm doing today is a little bit more intricate, of course. You guys expect that, but it's going to be fun. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure the box that EnKorinne is planning to use. And she's planning to recycle a USPS priority mailbox. Alright, this is a small flat rate box, okay? And we're just going to measure the height and the width, and this is 8.5 by 5.25, so perfect because a full sheet of cardstock folded like a card is going to fit perfectly right on the top of this box. Okay, so let's begin the pop-up part. What you're going to need to do is either you can design it yourself, or you can go again online and search for just a black and white graphic of whatever you're doing. For this project I decided to do flowers. So I found a graphic flower online, okay, a sketch, and I basically saved that onto my computer, and then I printed that onto the cardboard stock. Alright, now I printed them mirrored, so make sure there's a left and a right, okay. Alright, and then I printed 3 of these. One I'm going to keep it as is in black and white. Alright, the other 2 I'm going to color, much like this. Now this is when you use the color pencils. Alright, now get your kids involved. Like I said, it's going to be a fun project for them. Alright, so I just colored what I'm going to be needing, so you're going to need to color all the pieces that you're going to need to make your pop-up, and then once that's colored in, you're going to need to cut it out. Alright, so combination between the scissors and the X-Acto knife. Alright, but before you cut out, make sure you also outline. Okay, as you can see, I outlined them so that it pops out a little bit, so you get a little bit more pop on the graphic, and I just used my gel point pen on that, or my gel ball pen for that one. Alright, so once that's cut out, you're going to be left with these pieces. Alright, so I have a left and a right, okay, And also I cut out a few pieces that I'm also going to add on. Now with this pop-up, it's going to be a combination of the pop-ups also and the kind of like the three-dimensional. So there's going to be pieces that's going to be kind of like foamed over a design, so that way it looks more 3D. So it's going to be really, really interesting. Okay, so once you cut out the cutout pieces, all you're going to need to do is add a little zhuzh to it by applying a little bit of glitter nail polish. And you can just sporadically apply this all over, okay? And just don't overdo it. We just need a little bit of kind of like that glitz and sparkle, all right? So I'm just dabbing it on just like that, and the light's going to catch it. So when that dries, you're going to be left with just, you know, you'll cut out with glitter sparkles all over it. That's really pretty. My next step now is going back to this one page that we didn't color, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to score this right in the middle, okay? And much like making a greeting card. Okay, so now that I've scored it, all we need to do is fold it in half, all right? And basically now we have a card, a folding card, okay? And this is where the pop-up mechanism happens, all right? You're going to need to determine where the middle part is of the fold, all right? And that's going to be your kind of guide, okay, to where the mechanisms are going to be. They're basically just going to be kind of like a, you know, like slits, all right, that when you open the card, that part kind of bulges out, all right, and that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so I measured, all right, and I marked the center right here, okay, and then I marked where the green marks are, okay, is going to be 2 inches from that center, so it's 1 inch here, 1 inch that way, all right, so that's 2 inches, and then I also marked 1 inch on each end, that's marked in blue, all right, and the distance between that 1 inch and the center 2 inch is 1.5 inches. Okay, so this is 1.5 inches and this is 1.5 inches. Now I also marked the line, and this is measuring 1/2 inch, the green are 1/2 inch long, and the blue are 1/4 inch long. Okay, so here's the blue, that's 1/4 inch. Here's the green, that's 1/2 inch, and here's the other blue, that's 1/4 inch. Okay, now what you're going to need to do is you're going to cut those, okay, with the scissor, just the line, all right, and making sure that you're cutting the fold, all right. So I'm going to start with the center, cutting the green, which is going to go 1/2 inch in to the card. Alright, so as you can see, it's just slits. Alright, that's 1/2 inch from the edge. Alright, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to cut the blue, which is going to go 1/4 inch in. Alright, so there we go. Now I have slits in here. That's 1/4 inch in. Okay, the center one is right here, which is 1/2 inch in. And then this end one right here again is 1/4 inch. Alright, okay, so then next what I did is I scored, okay, from the slit mark to the slit mark on the center, and the same thing on the outer slits over here. Alright, so there's just a score in there. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push those slits forward. Okay, so next I'm going to fold the card into an L shape, alright, and these little slits should pop out, alright, much like little benches. I don't know if you can see those. Alright, and if not, all you need to do is pop it, alright, and then press the creases, okay, or the score marks. Alright, and when you fold it, you should be able to get these little notches, alright. When you open it in an L shape, alright, you should have these little benches right there. Okay, and that's basically the main mechanism of a pop-up card, because that's what's going to pull the pieces up. Alright, okay, so next I'm going to start applying my pop-up pieces. Alright, so with this side right here, I can see that the flowers kind of go outwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the cutout that has the flower going inwards, which is this one. Alright, and I'm going to glue it right into that little notch, that little bench right there. Okay, so it creates kind of like a three-dimensional look, and it doesn't follow the flowers that's in the background. Okay, so this goes this way, the background flowers go that way. And I'm just going to use my glue on that one. Alright, and then I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. Okay, next, I just simply cut a strip that measures 2 3/4 inches long and 1 inch wide. Okay, and then I scored that into a 1/4 inch right here, a 1/2 inch is the next one. This part is a full inch, and then the last part is another 1/2 inch. Okay, so when it's folded, it looks like that. So this is basically creating another bench for the pop-up card. Okay, I already installed one right here. Okay, and what I did is that this is the 1/2 inch, this is the 1 inch, which is the top. Alright, and then the 1/2 inch is attached to this cutout right here. Now that 1/4 inch, I actually slipped the card right here and then inserted that 1/4 inch and then glued that right into the bottom side of the card, so that way it's a little bit more stable. Okay, so that will give it stability. So now the next thing I'm going to need to do is basically glue the next piece of cutout to that, so it creates dimension. So now I have 2 layers of flowers in there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do to this. I'm just going to add this to the other side right here. Okay, so now to mark where the slit's going to go, all you need to do is measure using your ruler from the base of the first cutout, and we're going to measure 1 inch, okay? And mark that with a pen, alright? And then once you mark that, all you need to do is basically get your strip, alright? And then place that right from the bottom, just like that, and then just kind of eyeball where you want to put it. Alright, for this one I'm going to put it right there, so I'm going to mark the sides to 1 inch is right there, so I'm just going to mark both sides right there. And then once you have the mark, all you need to do is cut a slit from the 2 dots. Alright, and then you're going to have, there you go, a slit just like that. Okay, now to insert it, all you need to do is the little 1/4 inch flap. You're just basically going to snip the end so that it's kind of a little bit more pointed, alright, or kind of like angled like that, so it goes in really, really easily. Alright, and then you're going to slip that in. Alright, so there you go. There's the 1/4 inch right there. And what you're going to do is you're basically going to glue that right into the paper. Okay, next we're going to apply the second set of pop-ups, okay, the cutouts. So the best way is to lay it flat, alright, and make sure that it doesn't pass the dimension of the card. So you're going to want to kind of arrange it, you know, snip it if it's too long. If it's not, then you're going to need to just kind of like move it around the page so that way it's not sticking out. Alright, and then right in the area right here where it's going to touch that little bench is where you want to place the glue. And I already put glue in there, okay? And then once again, all you need to do, once it's placed, make sure it's not sticking out of the edge, alright, is just basically fold it once again, okay? Give it pressure, I already put glue on it, alright? And then when it opens, it's got the second set of pop-up right here. So now you have 2 layers of pop-up. Alright, and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, next we're going to create a 3rd layer, but this time our bench is going to be 2 inches right on the top part of the table, or of the bench top right here, okay? And everything else is the same, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, but the top one over here is 2 inches. So we're going to repeat exactly the same stuff that we did before, okay? Okay, so I thought my video was recording, so I was like blabbing away, trying to give you guys instructions on what to do next and next and next. And anyway, this is what you missed. So I cut out EnKorinne's picture, alright, and I glued it right into that middle bench, okay? And then I created another 2 inch bench top right here, okay, and then I attached just a small cutout of a flower. Okay, so that's all there is. So that's attached, EnKorinne's picture is attached, and then attached to that is a bench again, and then just a little cutout. So now I have, it's almost done. My pop-up book, okay? So when you fold it, make sure that nothing is sticking out, all right, on the top, on the side, all right? And that means that you did it right, okay? So you're on the right track. So when you open it, it just pops up. Pop up, pop up. All right, so now what I'm going to do is, I think I might have a little bit more room right here to put something else, maybe EnKorinne's name. But I printed it too big, so I don't know, I'm going to noodle on that a little bit. But what's going to happen here is that there's going to be a mirror in the back over here. Now what I did is I also cut out a few extra flowers. Now what's going to happen is that these are going to be attached to the mirror using foam, sticky foams. Okay, so that way it kind of pops out a bit, and it's going to be three-dimensional. So that's going to go on to that. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the pop-up. And it looks really, really cute. This is going to be a fun project. So, alright, and hopefully we can do the finishing touches on this as soon as EnKorinne does her part of the video. And for now, thank you so much for joining me, and go ahead and join EnKorinne. If you haven't subscribed to her, do so. If you haven't subscribed to me, do so as well. And until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.